Good afternoon, welcome to tutorial videos. Do you have an appointment, or shall I tell you my favorite movies? Third on my list is WALL-E, a cute garbage collecting robot left on a polluted Earth. On the second place is Robot and Frank. It is a funny and moving film about the relationship of an old man with his care robot. And on number 1 we have Star Wars. I just love R2-D2 and C-3PO so much.
In this video, we will create the interaction shown at the beginning of this video, in which the robot tells a short story about its favorite movies. In the Wellbo dashboard, we call this a presentation. We will first create the presentation, then add it to the robot application. To add a new presentation, go to the presentation screen and press the plus button in the top right to create a new presentation. Ensure the language is set to the language you want. Note that if your robot interacts in multiple languages, you will also need to add the content in multiple languages. For now, we will assume there is only one language. We will make a presentation about the favorite movies of our robot. Click to update the title to Favorite Movies. Press New Slide to create the first slide of the presentation. We will add an image to it. The robot will show this image on its tablet when presenting. We click on the image area and then on Upload to upload a new image. We can drag and drop an image here or select it from the file picker. We can adjust the cropping and upload the file. Now we need to define what the robot will say. Note that there are two text fields, robot speech and subtitle text. On occasion, you may want to spell certain words phonetically to get proper pronunciation. For this, you can use the robot speech field. The subtitle will be shown on the robot and should be grammatically correct, of course. You can press the robot icon to preview the speech. Note that if your robot is on, the robot will also say it. Now we can repeat this process for the other two favorite movies. On number 2, we add Frank and Robot with an image and text. And finally, we create the last slide for the number 1, which is of course Star Wars with their iconic robots. Now that we have the content of the story all set up, we need to define when the robot will tell this story. For this, we go to the Settings tab. As you have probably noticed, the robot will always offer two choices. In the example we showed at the beginning of this video, it was,
Do you have an appointment, or shall I tell you my favorite movies?
We call these suggestions. In this case, we need to define a suggestion text for this presentation. We set it as, Shall I tell you my favorite movies? As with all texts, we again have two fields, one for the robot speech and one for the subtitle text. For now, we keep them the same. If we want, we can preview the pronunciation of the robot speech here with the robot icon button. When the robot suggests this presentation, it will also show a button on the screen with a text. These can be set up here. We set the button text to Favorite Movies and use the icon picker to select a matching icon. As it is about our favorites, we are going to select the trophy icon from the Objects category. As a final step here, we need to add trigger words. These are words the robot listens to. If it hears these words, it means the person interacting with the robot wants to hear this presentation. I'll add the trigger word movies by typing it and pressing enter to confirm. It is important to not add too generic things, otherwise this presentation might get triggered unintentionally. Now that the presentation is finished, we may close it using the cross in the top right. It is not yet available on the robot. For this, we need to add it to the robot application. This can be done via the application screen. Click on the name of the application you wish to add this to. In our case, we want to add it to the reception app, so we click on the name. On the General tab, you can see the languages this application is available in. Your newly created presentation should match is. If this application is available in 2 languages and your presentation is only available in 1 language, you will get an error. In this case, all is proper. You can select the Interact tab, press the Add Content button on the top row, labeled as Priority 1, In the pop-up, ensure the presentation category is active and select the favorite movies presentation which we just created. That is it. Now the new presentation is part of the robot application. You can close this screen via the cross in the top right corner. Use the three dots icon to start this updated application on the robot.